What's going on, YouTube? Hope y'all are having a solid Friday. Honestly, today's video, not really politics, barely. I mean, a big time reach to get into a financial topic, but I want to talk about video games. So if you don't enjoy video games or don't care about video games, hey, sorry, the video is not for you. But maybe you can still find some insight in the big trending news that's going on. There's two big topics. One is actually like directly video game related, but more I want to focus on more is Xbox, actually. And if you don't know what Xbox is, then like I said, you're not gonna enjoy this video. But Xbox, by way of GameStop, for some reason, the Xbox came out and confirmed it. Comes out yesterday and announces their new prices. And we all know what's going on with Trump and the tariffs and things like that. And obviously Xbox is just a bunch of computer parts. It's all semiconductors at the end of the day. They are raising their prices, but not only on the hardware, but also on the games, the software for the console. I don't know about you, but I haven't played games on Xbox in a long time. I feel like Xbox has fallen behind. The console wars used to be a thing, PlayStation versus Xbox. I've been on PC since end of high school, so like 2016 or so. So I don't really care about all that, but I feel like overall PlayStation has kind of beat the hell out of Xbox in the past couple years anyway, so I don't really know how many people care about what Xbox is doing, but the general trend is not a positive thing. And like I said, I don't know how much you like video games. I played a lot of video games growing up as a kid, middle school, high school, and then, I mean, all through college too, but obviously lately with the baby and stuff, had to dial the video games back, and it's more rewarding, and yeah, it's definitely worth more to go spend time with my daughter, but I still love video games, and when she's sleeping and at 10 o'clock at night when I'm just chilling on a weekend or something, I'll still boot something up. Lately, I've just been playing single-player games, kind of catching up through the queue of games I've wanted to play for a long time now that I've got a newer computer a little bit ago and I can run these games, actually. But there's not really much that excites me gaming-wise recently, but this news with Xbox is, like I said, a foreboding trend that we're going to see prices get jacked up. And I want to tie that in with if you pay attention to video games at all, and it was trending on Twitter today because, I mean, this is probably going to be the biggest game release of all time. Like, if we want to talk about money, this game is going to make the most money of any game in history, probably, and have to beat its predecessor, GTA 5. But GTA 6 got delayed today. Rockstar, the company that makes Grand Theft Auto, came out and delayed it. And this turns into big news because so many people are hyped about this thing because it's a new entry into this. I think, if I remember right, when did GTA 5 come out? I was still in high school. I mean, we got to be pushing, or even maybe middle school. I don't know. I think it's like 10 or 12 years. I can't remember exactly, but it might be 12 years that GTA 5 has been out, and we've been waiting for the next game in the series. I'm excited for it. I think it could be really good. We'll see what happens, but they delayed it. Obviously, it's not ready yet, and people are upset about that. But the release of Grand Theft Auto 6 was already being foreseen as this thing that would mess with the pricing system that is video games. For the longest time, video games have cost excuse me, $60 for a AAA title. So any big game you're going to buy, it's $60 when it releases normally. Recently, they've started pushing them up to $69, $70, but people were speculating that when Grand Theft Auto comes out, they're going to charge $100 for this game. Not to mention, there's going to be microtransactions, there's going to be all these kind of things buried in the game to charge more and more money, make more money. Online mode's going to have pay-to-win mechanics where you can buy real money, you can buy in-game currency with real money. I've never been a fan of that, but that's just how things work these days. And this $100 price tag was something people were kind of like fearful of, like, oh man, they do that, then all the other games, the Call of Duties of the world, the EA, Madden, and all the sports games, they're all going to raise their prices even though their product hasn't changed at all in a lot of ways for a long time. I mean, gaming's kind of disappointing these days. Single player is one thing, but there's not really much new IP, and it's kind of lame. Like, I don't really have any games that I'm really excited about, honestly. Like I said, I've been playing some single player stuff, going back and playing old releases of single player games that I just buy on sale for like $10-15 because they're older now. But like the Call of Duties, that used to be the bread and butter. Grew up playing World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. I mean, they were all great games in growing up middle school. I mean, that's peak Xbox 360 in my opinion. Some Black Ops on the 360, that was where it was at. MW2. World at War was my favorite Call of Duty personally, but they've fallen off so fucking hard since then. I played Black Ops 4, I played Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, the remakes in 2019 and 2020 and 2021. Just not the same. I don't know. It's probably because a lot of it's probably just because I'm older and that's enough. Like, how much Call of Duty can you play? I've been playing this shit for 15 years. Like, it's just kind of getting stale, honestly. So that's lame. Battlefield 6 is coming out, kind of looking good. I've always loved the Battlefield games, but the last couple ones were no good. Battlefield 1 was sweet as hell. Battlefield 4 was sick. Battlefield 3 was my favorite one personally. Maybe Battlefield 1 tied in there, but 2042, lame. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's just not where it's at. Gaming has kind of died in a lot of ways, especially the multiplayer. The big time AAA multiplayer games kind of just suck. And I miss the days of having a fun game that you can play with your friends. Excuse me. And everybody boot it up and have a good time playing, but the games just got ruined by, I'm not going to get into the technicals, but like, we went through this whole thing of skill-based matchmaking with Call of Duty, and the sports games, haven't played those in a long time. Played it. Last sports game I played? NCAA? No. Gotta be NBA 2K, like 13 or something like that, the one where Jay-Z produced a soundtrack. I just remember the Daft Punk music when you open the game up. Around the World, I think, was like one of the main songs on that soundtrack for that game. But those games just suck now. I mean, Madden used to be fun. Played old ones. Haven't played any of the new ones. Madden, NCAA is back. Seemed lackluster. 2K, all these sports games. It's just repeat, copy, paste, boring shit. And that's why people are excited about Grand Theft Auto, because everybody loves Grand Theft Auto. Rockstar has a huge reputation for making great games. Red Dead and GTA are the two big story-based games that then obviously GTA has an online multiplayer that was humongous, that made them billions of dollars over time. And they're going to milk it for all it's worth. But this price raising thing is so weird because, like I said, going back to what Xbox is doing, and if Xbox is doing it, PlayStation's probably going to do it. Computer parts are already expensive as shit. To build a nice computer these days is very expensive. But Xbox generally is raising the price of the consoles for like the lowest tier one, which I don't even remember what they are, so forgive me on that. I just don't pay attention to Xbox that much anymore. But they're raising the prices like between 15 and 25% on all their products, basically. And shit's gonna get really expensive really fast. I mean, the controllers are already expensive, games are expensive. As it is, it's expensive, and they're gonna raise it more to probably eat some of this tariff cost and obviously try to get keep their profit margins or increase them. And you know they're gonna increase them if they can. That's what they're gonna do. But the consoles are going from like $300 to $380 on the low end and $400 to $500 on the higher end. And then your controllers are going for like from $80 to $100, and then the games they're saying are going to go from $60 to $80 for the AAA releases. And it's like, dude, the state of games right now, these games aren't worth $60, let alone $80. I mean, these people are losing their mind. The games just suck for the most part. Some games are obviously worth more than that. If they could be great games. I'm trying to think of the most recent like big games that I've heard of that were really amazing. I know it's not super new, but like Elden Ring, FromSoft, the people that make Dark Souls. I didn't play it personally, but I've only heard good things, honestly. I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about it. And yeah, that game probably was worth more, but it wasn't more. I think there was DLC you could buy after the fact, but the game was still $60, and now it's going to be $80. And Nintendo just came out a little while ago and did a very similar thing. They're going to raise the prices on the new console. They're coming out with the Switch 2, Nintendo's major like flagship console, and they're gonna raise all the prices of everything on their games as well. It's like, dude, Mario Kart isn't worth $80. Like, it was fun way back in the day when it was new. We're well past that, dude. We're on like Mario Kart I don't even know where we're at, 10 to 12. I don't even know what they're calling them anymore. it's stagnant. We're kind of like, the innovation isn't really there anymore, and the prices just keep going up. And it really does suck because, like I said, I love playing games all growing up. It's been a hobby of mine for a long time. And I have a catalog of games I got to go back and play, so I'll have some for the foreseeable future. Like I said, there's a couple bright spots. I'm like, oh, that could be good. We'll see how it works. I don't have the time anymore. I've turned into a washed gamer that's a dad now, so I just hop on there and get thrashed in Rocket League and any competitive shooter. I'll just get torn up by a bunch of high schoolers that's all they do is game. But it can still be fun. And I don't know. I want to know what you guys think, especially if you actually care about video games. Obviously, if you're watching the channel normally, we're not talking about stuff like this, but it's I'd say it's one of my main hobbies. I don't really do shit in my spare time except that's it. Just hang out. I'll try to relax, go work out a little bit, play some games, chill, hang out with the family. That's all there really is. That's all I care about. Friends and family first, and then, yeah, I'll play some games in my spare time if I can. Spare time is just few and far between these days. But let me know what you think. I don't know. I think people will just quit buying games at $80 a pop. Like, it's just too expensive. People are already strapped for cash as it is. That's all we talk about on the channel for the most part, is how the economy is just getting tougher and tougher for regular everyday people. That's who play these games for the most part. And they're gonna raise the prices even higher for a worse product. The product is getting worse and worse and worse, and they're putting the price higher and higher and higher. And I just don't see where it works out. And like I said, as a hobby, video games for men generally, more than women, is a huge hobby, and it's a huge industry, billions and billions of dollars. I'm sure it's trillions total at the end of the day with all the video games around the world. But it's just not what it was. And honestly, it might start dying a little bit if we keep on this trend. Like, there needs to be some ingenuity, some new IP, some new ideas need to run in, but it doesn't look like that's what we're going to get. All we're getting is terrible microtransactions in the games, bad games in general, and high prices. I don't like the way we're going. Hopefully something happens and we at least maybe, yeah, you want to pay $80, you better make that shit worth $80. Can it be worth $80? Yes, but that's very hard to do, especially right now. Now's not the time to be raising prices if you can avoid it, but they're going to use whatever excuse they can. So we'll see where it goes. Let me know what you think. Hope you got something out of the video. I appreciate it. Let me know, especially if you play games, what your favorite game is these days, especially if it's something new. I'd be interested to hear what's the exciting stuff out right now, because I just can't think of anything, honestly. And it's kind of sad looking back on it. But if you didn't like it, dislike it, tell me why. And I'd appreciate it if you sub to the channel and come back next week. I might make a video over this weekend, but we'll see. Normally get caught up with the family and stuff like that. But hope you guys have a good weekend. Catch you Monday.